All right, let's talk about something we've probably all faced. You get handed this huge pile of raw data, like a super long product list, and someone says, hey, can you make a great company introduction out of this? And maybe you're doing it in English, which can add a whole other layer of challenge, right? It can feel impossible. But don't worry, because today we're going to break down exactly how to tackle that.
I mean, really, where do you even begin? You're just staring at this wall of pure information, and your job is to turn it into a story that actually makes sense. So, let's see what that wall of info actually looks like.
Okay, so you get something like this, a bunch of letters and numbers that honestly mean absolutely nothing to most people. And then, boom, another one. See what I mean? It's just noise. It's totally overwhelming, and there is zero story here. No connection, no meaning, nothing. And this is that wall of text we're talking about. Look, this stuff might tell you what a company sells, but it tells you nothing about who they are. And honestly, the most important part, it gives you no reason to care at all.
So, how do we tear down that wall? Well, we've got a simple 5-step plan to turn all that chaos into a really clear and powerful pitch. We're going to look at the challenge, find the core story, build product pillars, highlight the key tech, and then finally craft that killer introduction.
Okay, first things first, we have to find our North Star. Before you even think about sorting products or anything, you've got to become a detective. You have to dig through all that source material and find that one single sentence that acts as the company's mission. It's your guide for everything else.
And bingo, there it is. Buried in all that jargon, we found this gem, your best choice of smart network solution. That's it. That's our core story. Everything we do from here on out, it's all got to point back to this single, powerful idea.
All right, so we have our North Star, which is awesome. Now we can finally start to build something. The next step is to take that giant, scary list and start sorting it into logical groups. Think of them like the main pillars that hold up the entire company's story.
And the way we do this is actually pretty simple. It's a 3-step process. First, just scan the whole list for keywords that keep popping up. You know, things like Wi-Fi, PoE, industrial. Then you just start grouping the products that have those same keywords together. And last, you give each of those new groups a nice, clear name.
And would you look at that? Suddenly, the chaos starts to make sense. We've got 4 clear pillars that, just at a glance, tell you what this company's all about. We've gone from a random list of parts to a company that provides wireless and Wi-Fi systems, managed switching, industrial hardware, and even smart AI cameras. Now that's a story.
Let's zoom in on one of these for a second. Take the managed and PoE switching pillar. See? All those crazy cryptic product names from before, now they have a home. They're not just floating around randomly anymore. They're all organized right here. It all makes sense now.
Okay, so our structure is built. The foundation is solid. Now it's time to find the cool stuff, the special features, the key technologies that really make this company different. You know, what's their secret sauce? What makes them stand out? Here's a great example. We found this term, PoE++, in the product list. Now, we could just list that as a feature, but who cares, right? The key is explaining why it matters. This standard delivers way more power over one cable. So what? Well, so you can run more demanding gadgets like fancy cameras and powerful Wi-Fi points. See, that's a real benefit for the customer, not just some tech spec. And we can do this for all the other key technologies we found. 10G uplinks? That just means crazy fast speed. Air cloud management? That means you can control everything from one simple place. Smart AI? Well, that's smarter, more intelligent security. It's all about translating the jargon into actual value. You know, a simple table like this is an amazing tool. It takes really complicated technical stuff like L2 plus or L3 managed and just makes it simple. It answers the most important questions. Who is this for? And why would they want it? Suddenly, the whole product line makes sense to everybody, not just the super technical folks.
Okay, here we go. This is the moment we've been working towards. We're going to take our core story, our product pillars, and all those key technologies we just talked about, and we're going to put it all together. We're crafting the final pitch. And here it is. AirLive is your best choice for smart network solutions, offering a comprehensive portfolio from high-performance Wi-Fi 6 mesh systems to robust managed PoE and industrial switches, all empowered by advanced technologies like 10G uplinks and cloud-based management. Just think about that for a second.
Compare that clear, powerful sentence to that wall of gibberish we started with. This tells a story. It has structure, it screams value, and we built it entirely from that messy data we had at the beginning. And that really brings us to the most important lesson here. Your job isn't just to list 100 different products. Your job is to find the one single story that ties them all together. Because that one clear story, it's always, always more powerful. So there you have it. We took a totally confusing list and turned it into a clear, compelling pitch. And how did we do it? We just found the story that was already hidden inside the data. So the next time you're staring down a mountain of information, just ask yourself, what's the story hiding in your data?